Okay. This meeting is being held in accordance with the New Jersey Public Meetings Act. Annual notice this meeting was published in the Union County Local Source and the Newark Star Ledger. Said notice was posted in the municipal building and a copy is on file with the office of the borough clerk. Flyers are located in the directions I'm indicating. If you were alerted for a flyer, please move in a calm, orderly manner to the nearest smoke-free exit. Proper notice having been given, the borough clerk is directed to include the statement in the minutes of the meeting. Please call the roll.
Councilman Petrosky.
Here.
Councilman Johnson is here. Councilman Signorello.
Here.
Councilman Rabina.
Here.
Councilwoman Lyons.
Here.
Councilman Patel.
Here.
Mayor Signorello.
Here.
All present, Mayor.
Please lead us in open prayer, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance.
Eternal God, grant us thy help in all our duties and perplexities. We ask for thy guidance. Give us thy protection in our dangers and sorrows. Grant us thy peace. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. There are no communications for review this evening. We do have one proclamation and presentation. We have Roselle Lyons and Man of the Year. Do you want to?
Do you want to do that now?
Yeah.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Mayor and Council and residents of Roselle Park. We welcome you. So today we are actually going to do Roselle Park Man of the Year 2025. I started 3 years ago with my first term. I actually did the Woman of the Year 3 years ago, and when I did that, we connected more and we really are having fun. So each year, I get to honor the women in Roselle Park, and it's been very awesome. Last year, we actually honored all the nominees, and there was maybe 10 of us, and I want to see 30 of us next year or more. But as this year approached, and of course, it was the beginning of November when I thought of it, I said, when is International Men's Day. And of course, it was like November 19th. So I quickly went to just to brainstorm, and I said, let's see what can happen. And I put it out there, and it was only a couple weeks online. I didn't send it out to homes, but still, this is the purpose. The purpose is really to showcase purpose. Okay? There is great purpose in knowing that you impact others with the good that you do. My biggest thing in community is really to love your neighbor, to know each other by name, to connect, and you know what, to bridge the gap, because sometimes, there's a disconnection, or there's something that's out there in Roselle Park that, back in the day we used to connect and now we don't. So this is the purpose of it. To really acknowledge the men in Roselle Park. There's so many. Look, there's so many here too. I'm usually the only woman on the dais. Welcome, Jessica. But for me, for tonight, we want to acknowledge, to honor, and to celebrate the men that were nominated and the Man of the Year. So I wrote down a couple characteristics. The Man of the Year has integrity. He lives a life of faithfulness, even in the face of adversity. He has good character. He has a strength, even in times of struggle. He's devoted, even when there's times of doubt. And he has courage, even in the times of fear. Our honoree is described to be having all of that. The person that nominated him said he's hardworking. He's there every step of the way for his children and his wife, and he's described to be the kindest human being. And when I heard about him and his story, and I spoke to him, I was so inspired, and it was an easy pick. Even though the other men are great, and I'm so happy to see each one of them here. But tonight we are going to honor. And I would like to call him forward. Christian Restrepo. Please come up. Christian, if you'd like to say a few words, hello. Yes.
Well, no, thank you so much. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Roseanne. And thank you for the town of Roselle Park for doing this recognition and recognizing men. I really appreciate it. Thank you also to my wife, which is always my support and my rock, for our friends that are here showing up and standing for us. As you said, like I didn't expect this, to be honest, no, but like it has been like very 2 years very tough after my diagnosis. I have been dealing with cancer, colon cancer, since December 2023. So it has been very, very tough. It's still battling. But, you know, as you said, you know, I'm still fighting for it, still there for my family, do as much as I can. Hopefully, I mean, today I'm alive, standing here in front of everybody, and hopefully God have like more days and many more years for me, so I can spend more time with my family. So I really appreciate this award. So thank you.
Yes, give it up for Christian, please. Stand up here if you would like. So this is just a little thing for you. Hold on to that. And then I would like to call up the other nominees as well. If you can all come up. Hainer Eugenia. Am I saying it right? Hello. Nice to meet you. Nicholas Rajopi Jr. I had to say your name like that, Nicholas. There you go. You're wonderful. Wow.
Thank you.
George Ramirez. One hug? Giuseppe Romano. Is Giuseppe here? Okay, hold on to that. And Michael Sengler Jr. He's not here, okay. And then I have Al Zali. He's not able to make it. Okay, so really quick, I know we're taking a little bit of time, but you know what? This is fun because the other boring, as the mayor says, right? So the only reason I definitely want to say a couple words about these guys, because again, hopefully next year we'll have 50 guys up here. But this is what people said about you all. Community man, family man, coach, positivity, leading by example, boss, devoted dad, amazing husband, Hanar. Your wife said that about you. That's wonderful. So many people, said so many things for you, Nick. I mean, honestly, you have just an amazing impact. You're selfless, you're kind, you're helpful, you're a great neighbor. You do for so many people. So you are amazing. I am so happy that you're standing up here, and you're just a great neighbor and a great man in Roselle Park, and we appreciate you. And we thank you for George Ramirez. You know what? The person that nominated you said that it's good to have you on their side. So we need to work together. That's what I'll say, all right? And we honor you. We love to honor the men in Roselle Park. So all of you, just give it up for yourselves and let's connect more. And I just thank you for this opportunity. I thank every council member here, the councilmen that are in Roselle Park, Andrew Casillas, Ken Blue, everybody that works together. We are really just, an awesome team, and I'm honored to be the only woman in this team and to bring this forward. And I have to say this about the mayor. The mayor is going to be there's more to come about the mayor, but give it up for the mayor. Come on. It's really an honor to stand by you, and you're wonderful, and you love Roselle Park, and you've done so many great things for Roselle Park, and I just appreciate you. You're definitely one of the best men of the year. So give it up for them. And Lastly, I actually made biscotti for everybody. So this, you guys, I have little napkins back there. So can someone, who can come up here and bring them back? You want to come? Okay. We're going to put that there. And I also have magnets back there for everybody. So before you leave, grab one. Just put it on your fridge. Remind yourself that you're amazing. And please grab one. Okay? That's the end of my story. Is that good? Mayor's coming up. He's coming back with a cookie. There's cookies, okay?
Congratulations.
I'm happy you came.
Congrats. Happy Thanksgiving.
My sweetheart, happy
You're
Thanksgiving.
amazing. Okay, well, we'll see you.
Hey, congratulations.
I hope to see you soon, okay? All right, if you ever need anything, I'm always around, okay? You're wonderful.
Bro, I'll take that. Because Karina's not going to be here today.
There's a couple more over there. There's a couple more cookies over there. Okay, fair enough.
There you go.
Trying to kill her.
Chocolate. Nice, Ralph.
The coconut.
This is-
Bye.
Minutes.
Uh-huh.
Minutes.
May I have a motion that meeting minutes be approved pending any corrections?
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
May I have a motion that bills and payrolls be not read and passed for payment?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Man, these are really good, Rob.
Yes.
May I have a motion to open the public portion on agenda items only?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Would like to come up and speak on agenda items? You may do so now. Yep.
Everyone, I haven't been here being able to be.
Please sit down.
Speak into the microphone.
Speak into the
I'm
microphone.
track. I'm in the trophy case twice. Like, and I haven't stopped running for Mr. Letwink, and I talk real loud.
All good. I need you to sit.
Presentations, and I usually don't use a microphone.
Okay. Well, I need it for the.
Probably too loud. Okay.
Hold on. Hold on. Let's pause.
Yeah, just a question.
I need you to state your name and address for the record.
Okay.
And I do need you to speak into the
I'm
microphone.
Sean Ryan. I'm born here in 1962, and I lived here, fortunately, for 62. I'll be 63, and I pick up garbage. I plant trees. I do whatever I
We know you,
can.
Sean. Yep. All
Yeah,
right.
I think everyone knows me.
Yep.
I just have one question.
Sure.
okay?
Yeah.
I haven't been involved. I haven't been able to be involved in 10 years. And I've been in this room like thousands and thousands of times, and I worked with the town for 30 years, making Mike Murray Park and the library, and I'm so happy. I feel like just getting down and crying for you getting trees planted. Maybe there is hope for.
Well, hold on. I got trees planted. Also,
Well, all of yous. I didn't believe Roselle Park was capable of doing it.
just real quick though, Sean. Is this a question relevant to something on the agenda?
My question is, I haven't been here in 10 years. How do I go about getting something on the agenda? I don't care about saying anything. I come back, it's like, it's nothing controversial. It's like, I'm just trying to make flowers and smiles. You understand? It's like Roselle Park has so much potential, like the people that were up here. It has a sense of community. As an architect and planner, the size of it, big, small, whatever, it has something special. I don't know. How do I get 5 minutes in front of you? I have a
Who's your
written
councilman? Is
statement.
your councilman Jay?
I got my stopwatch and a written statement.
Third ward.
What I would suggest
Come
is,
back next week. I'll do whatever you want.
you have a really great. I was about to say Congresswoman.
You're speaking it for?
A really great councilwoman who just got reelected.
Yes.
Can you guys connect?
The thing she.
Sure.
That'd be the place to
I
start.
talked to her on election day. I brought something about what I was going to try and say, but then I thought you were too busy, and
We're never too busy for you.
Yes.
No, election day is pretty busy, but outside of that.
No, again, my mother was in politics for 10 years. She's dead, but for 10 years, I lived with her, and we would talk politics all day long. I
Yep.
know how hard it is of a job, and whatever, people think of you, I made parks for them, and, they're English romantic, they're weird designs. It's like, people don't understand. There's always 50 things you got to deal with, and I respect you for, trying to serve the community.
I appreciate Sean. Unfortunately, this is not totally
Yeah,
pertinent
yeah.
to the council meeting.
So
but
how do I go about doing this?
you
around.
you could stick around and make a statement at the end. I think would be great. Or you can connect one-on-one with Rosanna.
I'll connect with Rosanna.
Yeah.
Okay.
The most important thing I said, and it's interesting how God works, maybe like this is how it worked out best. But with all these things that I want to talk to you about landscape architecture, it's the process is more important. Like humans like working together. It's a bad world. And if you can vote, if you can we can get neighbors and the community together, we can make a better Roselle Park. 9 out of 10 projects fail, but sometimes it wins and we make a better world.
Thank you so much, Sean.
Awesome.
Have a good one.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thanksgiving.
Anybody else with any questions or comments regarding what's on the agenda? I'm seeing no one. May I have a motion to close the public portion on agenda items?
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
They taste like Snickers. That's what it is. Snickers. Yeah. May I have a motion to accept the reports of departments as submitted?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Mr. Clerk, please read ordinance number 2836 by title.
Just gathering myself here. Yes, Mayor. Ordinance 2836 is an ordinance for second reading and public hearing. An ordinance amending ordinance number 2831, fixing the salary ranges of non-union employees and officials of the Borough of Roselle Park in the County of Union, State of New Jersey.
May I have a motion to open the public hearing on ordinance number 2836?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Would anybody like to come up and speak on this ordinance? Seeing no one, may I have a motion to close the public hearing on ordinance number 2836?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
May I have a motion to adopt ordinance number 2836?
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion? Please call the roll.
Councilman Petrosky.
Yes.
Councilman Johnson.
Yes.
Councilman Signorello.
Yes.
Councilman Urbina.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lyons.
Yes.
Councilman Patel.
Yes.
6 votes in the affirmative, Mayor. The ordinance is adopted.
Please read ordinance number 2837 by title.
Yes, Mayor. Ordinance 2837 is a bond ordinance to amend sections 4 and 16 of a bond ordinance, ordinance number 2776, entitled A Bond Ordinance, to authorize the making of various public improvements and the acquisition of new, additional, or replacement equipment and machinery, new information technology equipment, and new automotive vehicles, including original apparatus equipment in by and for the Borough of Roselle Park in the County of Union, State of New Jersey, to appropriate the sum of $3,987,000, to pay the cost thereof, to appropriate various grants, to make a down payment, to authorize the issuance of bonds to finance such appropriation, and to provide for the issuance of bond anticipation notes in anticipation of the issuance of such bonds adopted May 2nd, 2024, as previously amended by Ordinance 2787, adopted on August 15th, 2024.
May I have a motion to open the public hearing on ordinance number 2837?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Would anybody like to come up and speak on this ordinance?
George Ramirez, 500 East Clay. What improvements are we making for the town?
Let me do.
Yeah, go for it.
So this reappropriates money that will be used for the Acro Park project.
Okay.
It reappropriates existing money.
When's that going to start?
The Acro Park project started yesterday.
Oh, it did? All right, awesome. All right, thanks.
Anybody else? I am seeing no one. May I have a motion to close the public hearing on ordinance number 2836?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
That was at 2837. Do you need me to repeat that? Lawyer, do I need to repeat
I got it.
that? Okay, cool. Thank you.
Only thing open.
May I have a motion to adopt ordinance number 2837?
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion? Okay, please call the roll.
Councilman Petrosky.
Yes.
Councilman Johnson.
Yes.
Councilman Signorello.
Yes.
Councilman Urbina.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lyons.
Yes.
Councilman Patel.
Yes.
6 votes in the affirmative, Mayor. The ordinance is adopted.
Okay, Mr. Clerk, please read ordinance number 2838 by title.
Yes, Mayor. Ordinance 2838 is an ordinance for introduction, an ordinance amending ordinance number 2836, fixing the salary ranges of non-union employees and officials of the Borough of Roselle Park in the County of Union, State of New Jersey.
May I have a motion to approve ordinance number 2838 for introduction and fix the date for second reading and public hearing as December 18th, 2025?
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion?
Did Jay second it?
Yeah, he seconded it. Yep. Please call the roll.
Councilman Petrosky.
Yes.
Councilman Johnson.
Yes.
Councilman Signorella.
Yes.
Councilman Rabina.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lyons.
Yes.
Councilman Patel.
Yes.
6 votes in the affirmative, Mayor. The ordinance is introduced.
Please read ordinance number 2839 by title.
Yes, Mayor. Ordinance 2839 is an ordinance for introduction, ordinance repealing ordinance number 2829, and ordinance amending Chapter 19, Section 10 of the Code of the Borough of Roselle Park, entitled Public Utility Poles.
May I have a motion to approve ordinance number 2839 for introduction and fix the date for second reading and public hearing as December 18th, 2025?
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion?
Yes, thank you, Mayor.
Yep.
There was right here, when we did this ordinance, there was a couple of things that can't go on it. BPU actually governs it, and so when Andrew and I get a chance, we're going to tweak the ordinance back to the original form and add a couple of other things. So this ordinance will resurface, but it's better just to repeal it right now so we could mitigate any future problems or issues.
Anything further? Okay, please call the roll.
Councilman Petrosky.
Yes.
Councilman Johnson.
Yes.
Councilman Signorella.
Yes.
Councilman Rabina.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lyons.
Yes.
Councilman Patel.
Yes.
6 votes in the affirmative, Mayor. The ordinance is adopted.
All
Introduced.
all matters listed with an asterisk are considered to be routine and non-controversial by the council and will be approved by one motion. There will be no separate discussion of these items unless a member of the governing body so requests, in which case the item will be removed from the consent agenda and considered in its normal sequence on the agenda as part of the general orders. Please read all resolutions by title.
Yes, Mayor. Resolution 34125 is setting the salaries of non-union employees and officials of the Borough of Roselle Park for calendar year 2026. Resolution 34225 is accepting the resignation of Richard Beluccio from the position of zoning officer. Resolution 34325 is authorizing an amended and restated employment agreement with Maria C. Valente as assistant treasurer. Resolution 34425 is authorizing an amended and restated employment agreement with Rupen Shah as community center director. Resolution 34525 is authorizing an amended and restated employment agreement with Kenneth P. Blum Jr. as chief financial officer. Resolution 34625 is authorizing an amended and restated employment agreement with Richard Beluccio as construction official, building subcode official, building inspector, and assistant zoning officer. Resolution 34725 is promoting control person and assisting zoning officer Kimberly Brown to the position of control person and zoning officer, and authorizing an amended and restated employment agreement. Resolution 34825 is rescinding resolution number 12225, accepting the retirement of Richard Beluccio as construction official, building subcode official, and zoning officer. Resolution 34925 is accepting the retirement of Richard Beluccio. Resolution 35025 is rejecting all bids pursuant to NJSA 48:11-13.2, received October 31st, 2025, for the project improvements to Firehouse Number 3 and authorizing a rebid. Resolution 35125 is authorizing the treasurer to issue one check totaling $1,239.77 payable to one lien holder on one property and one check totaling $600 from the tax collector's premium account. Resolution 35225 is promoting part-time bus driver Sakita Harris to the position of full-time bus driver. Resolution 35325 is awarding a professional services contract to the Neglia Group for professional planning services in support of the Borough of Roselle Park's 2026 Master Plan reexamination in an amount not to exceed $155,000. Resolution 35425 is appointing Deborah DeCosmo as full-time community center clerk. Resolution 35525 is authorizing renewal of recreational cannabis license number RP-5-002, doing business as Breakwater Treatment and Wellness Corp. for the 2026 licensing term. Resolution 35625 is terminating the employment of Shirley J. Uriste as part-time community center clerk and member of community center events and activity staff. Resolution 35725 is accepting the resignation of Olivia Amato from the position of college counselor. Resolution 35825 is accepting the resignation of Jenna Peterpaul from the position of adult counselor with a teaching certificate. Resolution 35925 is accepting the resignation of Isabella Garcia from the position of adult counselor with a teaching certificate. Resolution 36025 is accepting the resignation of Belen Munoz from the position of college counselor. Resolution 36125 is accepting the resignation of Stacy R. Hartzler from the position of adult counselor with a teaching certificate. Resolution 36225 is authorizing the waiver of fees for the liquidation of the current inventory of borough-branded recycling receptacles. Resolution 36325 is awarding a goods and services contract to Gold Type Business Machines, Inc. for the purchase, setup, and support of an e-ticketing system for use by the Roselle Park Police Department pursuant to New Jersey State Contract Number 25, Tele-87266, M0483, in an amount not to exceed $80,793.84. That's a 5-year contract. Resolution 36425, authorizing a $2,110 increase to the open-end goods and services contract with Rich Tree Service, Inc. for tree trimming, pruning, and removal services pursuant to New Jersey State Contract Number 18 DPP-00645, reflecting a revised contract amount not to exceed $108,110. Resolution 36525 is approving the insertion of a National Opioid Settlement Fund grant as a special item of revenue in the 2025 municipal budget in an amount of $87.75. Resolution 36625 is requesting an agreement with the County of Union to permit installation of rapid rectangular flashing beacons on Fayette Avenue, a county road, at various locations. Resolution 36725 is authorizing renewal of recreational cannabis license number RP-5-001, doing business as Boterra JC LLC for the 2026 licensing term. Resolution 36825 is setting the salaries of a deputy emergency management coordinator and the farmers market coordinator of the Borough of Roselle Park for calendar year 2026. Resolution 36925 is authorizing the holdover of expiring appointments until the 2026 reorganization of mayor and council. And Resolution 37025 is awarding a goods and services contract to Action Data Services for third-party payroll services for calendar years 2026 and 2027.
Okay, 368-25 is getting pulled. What else are we pulling?
36725 and 35525.
Yep. Anything else?
Can we also pull 341?
Okay. May I have a motion to approve the resolutions remaining on the consent agenda?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I have motion to adopt resolution 341-25.
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion?
Yeah. So I get on page 18, control person slash zoning officer, it went up by 17,000. That's because we changed the position to assistant officer to zoning officer?
She's going to assume zoning officer, yes.
Okay.
Correct.
And then that's why it's just, instead of 2 titles, it's just 1 title?
Correct. Yep.
And then what about page 17, assistant treasurer, raise of $20,000?
Yes, that's a merit-based increase. If you want to discuss it specifically about this employee, we'll have to go into closed session to talk about it.
Okay.
But that is a merit-based increase based on her work performance
Got it. Okay. And then the
and
same,
her workload.
got it. Same thing with the 7% with the community director?
No, actually. So that consolidates 2 positions, community center director and public information officer.
Got it.
That strictly reflects a 2% increase for those positions. They just are reflected together, so it shows up as a 7%.
All right. Thank you.
Any further discussion? Please call the roll.
Councilman Petrosky.
Yes.
Councilman Johnson.
Yes.
Councilman Signorella.
Yes.
Councilman Rabina.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lyons.
Yes.
Councilman Patel.
Yes.
6 votes in the affirmative, the resolution is adopted.
May I have a motion to adopt resolution 355-25?
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion?
Yes, I guess just to clarify, so the renewal of the licenses
Yep.
are needed each year?
Yeah, it's like a liquor license, so every year we have to renew those. Same thing, I think it's definitely in our ordinance, I think it's state requirement too. to renew them.
I don't know if it's a state requirement, but they run the cannabis ordinance, the cannabis licenses for Roselle Park run calendar year.
Yeah.
Statewide, the alcohol licenses run July 1st to June 30th.
Yeah, and what is it, Ken, it's a $10,000 renewal fee?
$5,000.
$5,000, okay.
So, I mean, respectfully, not for actually Breakwater, but for the other one. So if we say no to something, what ends up happening?
I mean, I guess probably a lawsuit if a renewal doesn't happen, unless there's a reason for it, right? I mean, I'll defer to council here, but I would say in general, the purpose of the renewal is like if there's something going wrong, you know, we have the opportunity to pull the plug. My guess is if it gets voted down, we'd probably, given that one has been operating without any issue and the other one isn't operating, if it gets voted down, I would
Yeah,
say
like
that
I said,
there'd probably be a lawsuit.
I mean, Breakwater, I don't have a problem with that one, actually. I mean, Boterra is the one that I'm not interested in, so, okay.
Yeah, I mean, look, vote how you want to vote.
Okay.
But
I just wanted clarification.
Yep.
And I'm just, yeah, so for the Boterra, I mean, That's the one that's going to be on Chestnut and Westfield?
Yeah, so Breakwater is the one on Westfield Avenue by the McDonald's. Botera is the one on Chestnut, on the corner there. Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Any further discussion? Andrew, please call the roll.
Councilman Petrosky.
Yes.
Councilman Johnson.
Yes.
Councilman Signorello.
Yes.
Councilman Urbina.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lyons.
No.
Councilman Patel.
No.
4 votes in the affirmative, 2 in the negative. The resolution is adopted.
Okay. May I have a motion to adopt Resolution 367-25?
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion?
Like I said, I particularly am completely against this coming into Chestnut and Westfield Avenue. So if there's any way of not having them come in by renewing this license, I just ask the council will reconsider, and I'll just leave it at that.
Okay. Please call the roll.
Councilman Petrosky.
Yes.
Councilman Johnson.
I'll go with you, bro. No.
Councilman Signorello.
Yes.
Councilman Urbina.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lyons.
No.
Councilman Patel.
No.
Mayor Signorello.
That's a tie? Wow, okay, yes.
4 votes in the affirmative, 3 in the negative. The resolution is adopted.
Okay. May I have a motion to adopt Resolution 3?
No, you can't do this one.
Oh, right, that's why. Okay, Ro, my dad and I are conflicted out, so you got to
Councilwoman, you just have to ask for a motion to adopt Resolution 36825.
Can I have a motion to adopt 368-25?
Not all at once.
So moved.
Second. Oh, I don't know.
You got it. You got the second.
Okay. And Jay says so move.
All right. Moved by Councilman Urbina, second by Councilman Johnson. Is there any discussion?
Is there any discussion?
I'll be abstaining.
All right. Councilman Petrosky.
Yes.
Councilman Johnson.
Yes.
Councilman Signorello is abstaining. Councilman Urbina.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lyons.
Yes.
Councilman Patel.
Yes.
I love the pauses. 5 in the affirmative.
I'm sorry.
1
I didn't-
abstention. The resolution is
I apologize.
very dramatic.
Okay. Your reports of Borough Council / committees. Councilman Signorello.
Well, just wanted to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving on Thursday. Enjoy your day, be careful driving, and make the best of it. Just a lot of festivities going on at the Roselle Park High School. Maybe tomorrow night, I guess weather providing, the bonfire. And the last home Roselle Park, Roselle football game. Confused if it's 118 years, 105 years, whatever it is. Tradition going away because of reasons with the playoffs and the way the NJSIAA has the high school football playoffs. So looking forward. The weather's supposed to be good Thursday. I hope it's a good turnout. I think they're going to have some ceremonies at 9:30 for a former coach from Roselle Park, John Wagner, and I'm not sure if it's happened in Roselle Park or in Roselle. Former coach from Roselle, Lou Grasso, who was a longtime coach in Roselle. So hopefully everybody can come to the football game on Thursday, and who knows about the bonfire tomorrow, and come out and support Roselle Park. So, and hopefully we can retain get the shoe, the cleat that's been going back and forth over the years.
I did not know that.
Huh?
I didn't know about the shoe.
Yeah. So, you need to get a hold of me, jsignorella@rosellepark.net. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks, Councilman. Councilman Johnson.
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, residents, governing body, Mayor. This past month has been a productive and meaningful for our community. First, on Veterans Day 2025, I had the honor of help leading our ceremony. As the only veteran on the governing body, I remain humbly grateful for standing with our veterans, families, and residents as we pay tribute to all who served. I just want to say thank you to the Mayor for allowing me the opportunity to lead this ceremony this year. Thank you. It meant a lot. Moving on, I attended the New Jersey League of Municipalities along with my colleagues, where I completed valuable sessions, including ICS 402, Incident Management and Crisis Communication. These trainings strengthen our preparedness and support effective leadership during emergencies. Sessions like these are always something that's good to attend for the governing body and elected officials while we're there. And now regarding local infrastructure, Persian Ave is close to completion. Let me look at Andrew. I want to thank our residents for their continued patience. Anyone with remaining concerns, please feel free to reach out to me personally, and I will do my best to help resolve it and pester Andrew a little bit. In even better news, Roselle Park has been awarded $322,825 from the New Jersey Department of Transportation for long-awaited improvements to Charlotte Terrace and Bridge Street. Grants like these allow us to modernize infrastructure, enhance safety, and reduce burden on our taxpayers. Thank you to everyone involved in securing this funding as we continue to build a strong and more connected Roselle Park. Lastly, I want to pause to honor and pay tribute to the memory of Al Walkoff, a true giant in our community. Al was a quiet but powerful advocate who stepped up for people without ever seeking recognition. He personally supported me during a difficult time in my life and even helped ensure success of our first multicultural festival by stepping in when the event was at risk. These are the little things, the little nuances that people don't know behind the scenes. I'm deeply grateful for his friendship and his service to Roselle Park, and I just want to personally thank Councilman Rabina for introducing me to such an extraordinary individual. Rest in peace, Al. Your impact will not be forgotten. Before closing, I wanted to say to Andrew and the governing body as a whole, thank you for adding the tree line along Westfield Avenue. This will truly pop out the aesthetics when driving down Route 28. I know this has probably been one of Andrew's personal babies as well as the mayor. There was discussions.
This is my baby.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just want to give credit to whoever
No.
I know.
Matter of fact, I had to chase him several times.
I know for a fact that Jay and I had discussions during our Route 28 Elizabeth meeting for trees and things of that nature as well. So I just wanted to give kudos. It already looks nice. I can imagine during springtime when it starts blossoming and the trees actually start getting a little growth. So I'm looking forward to that. I'd like also to wish a happy Thanksgiving to Roselle Park families. Please enjoy your holiday, and if you need to reach me, you can call me at 908-303-1519 or email me at gjohnson@rosellepark.net. Thank you for allowing me to serve. Your voice truly matters. Mayor, that concludes my report.
I didn't tell you guys about the trees on Westfield Ave, did I? Right?
We saw them.
I don't think so. Yeah, I left it as a little surprise.
It's very exciting.
Going away present.
No, it's going to look nice, man.
Wait till you get the complaints about when the flowers pop out.
That's worth it, though.
It's going to look very nice. Councilman Petrosky?
Thank you, Mayor. First of all, I want to send my condolences out to Thomas Thompson's family, which is Fire Chief Steve Thompson's father, Alan Walkoff, 1970 graduate of Roselle Park High School, Joan Goodliff Rendelli, who's a 1952 graduate of Roselle Park High School, Rose Regling, Jack Shevlin, which when I went to school, he was the middle school band director, many years in Roselle Park, Gene Eldridge, 1965 graduate of Roselle Park, Pat Spagaletti, who was my football coach when I was in high school, also my printing teacher, and also he taught math, very special man. And I know I've seen all the Facebook comments, and he definitely will be missed. Rich Kopecki, which is a 1968 graduate of Roselle Park, and Evan Wright Leopold, which is a 1967 graduate. November 11th, I attended the Veterans Day ceremony. Again, I love to hear Commander Joe Verdun speak. He speaks from his heart, and it wasn't easy for him over Vietnam. And I know many times I'm down the Legion, he does tell me some stories, and it's unbelievable. But Commander, you did a fine job that day. The 12th, I went to the recreation. There's some services coming up. They're going to send out some flyers, so the kids will get them in the schools. 13th, I attended the joint sewer meeting. It was moved up a week because of the League of Municipalities. Basically, we're getting ready for 2026. We're getting some contracts. I know they ordered a new elevator that's been like 40-some years old, and it wasn't working right, so there'll be a new elevator. 17th, I attended the Historical Society meeting. I know they're looking to, they're going to be sending out a GoFundMe list. Anyone that wants to donate, it will definitely be appreciated. Yesterday, I attended the Accra Park pre-construction meeting with Councilman at Large Joe Signorella and Andrew. You were there. So they're ready to roll. They actually started, and they claim they'll be ready by springtime. So Memorial Day. Okay. Well, it's spring officially.
Both are right.
I know. I'm glad you told me. Give me a date. I'm glad you told me. Okay. I want to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving, a healthy one. If you need to contact me, you can get me at jpetrosky@rosellepark.net, 908-666-7821. That's my report, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman. Councilwoman?
Good evening, Mayor and Council and residents of Roselle Park. Just want to just say thank you for everything. Tonight was awesome. Loved honoring the men in Roselle Park, and Christian Restrepo as the Man of the Year of Roselle Park 2025. This past month has gone so fast. We actually had something this couple weeks ago. I called it Give and Tell, and we were able to give to the food pantry. So I always just encourage the residents of Roselle Park, if you are able to, please give to the food pantry at the community center. We're always welcoming donations there. I also attended the New Jersey League of Municipalities sessions in Atlantic City, and I went to the several sessions there, and it was very informative. It was great to connect with many people there. I just actually also want to remind people, I can't believe it, next Friday is the Christmas tree lighting, December 5th, between 4 and 8. I'm not saying it starts at 4, the Christmas tree lighting, but definitely between those hours, definitely come out and have some fun. And on the 6th, we have the winter market. And then also, before we know it, Santa's Parade of Lights is going to be December 14th at 7 p.m. So mark your calendar for that. That's coming up. And just to say happy Thanksgiving to Roselle Park and every one of you that's listening. And also remember your neighbor. I always say, if you know someone that's alone, if you just check in on them. I actually had something I posted online, and I sincerely meant it. If you know someone that's alone this season and would like to have a meal, please let me know. Call me 908-726-8773 or email me rlyons@rosellepark.net. I would definitely like to sponsor them and invite them out for a meal at Costa's. So let me know, please. And that's it. And enjoy the people around you. Sometimes, I miss my father. My dad's been not with us for 9 years, and every day I think of him. So if anybody's missing someone, think of that, and just love each other. The time is precious. So happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Councilman Patel?
Good evening. Thank you to the residents of the 4th Ward for officially reelecting me as your councilman. I truly appreciate, thank you. It was a long one. I truly appreciate your trust and look forward to continuing to serve your community. November 8th, I attended the Veterans Day ceremony with some of my colleagues here. Our borough has officially been awarded a grant from the New Jersey Department of Transportation through the 2026 Municipal Aid Grant Program. This funding will be used for improvement to Bridge Street and Chero Terrace. A big thank you to everyone involved in securing this grant. Several residents on Bridge Street have already reached out to me to express their gratitude for these upcoming improvements in 2026. That's all I have for tonight. I wish everyone a very happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy the time with your friends and family. As always, if you have any questions and concerns, feel free to contact me at kpatel@rosellepark.net, 908-726-8774. Thank you.
Councilman Urbina?
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, Mayor, colleagues, and to our Roselle Park residents. Over the last few weeks, we marked Veterans Day with ceremonies at the Roselle Park Veterans Memorial Library and the American Legion. I enjoyed spending time with Commander Verdun and Miss Verdun at the Legion and helping out in the kitchen for a bit. Every time Commander Verdun speaks, he reminds us what true pride, service, and commitment look like. I also want to thank South Mountain Elementary School in Millburn for donating American flags to our veterans. It was a thoughtful gesture, and I hope to see more cross-community collaboration like that from our schools and civic groups. On November 13th, I represented Roselle Park at the Union County Action Plan Advisory Committee meeting for the Safe Streets and Roads for All initiative, a federally funded effort focused on reducing serious crashes and creating safer roads for drivers, walkers, and cyclists. The county identified 20 high-injury corridors across Union County, and two of the top 10 are here in Roselle Park, one of which is on Fayette Avenue. Those corridors were flagged based on crash data, traffic patterns, and pedestrian safety. The types of improvements being considered include better lighting, clearer edge lines, center line rumble strips, speed feedback signs, pedestrian beacons, and daylighting, all proven ways to reduce crashes and improve visibility. On November 16th, I joined families, survivors, and advocates on the Elizabeth River Trail for World Day of Remembrance for Road Traffic Victims. The theme this year was Lost Talents, a reminder that every life cut short by a crash represents a future we'll never get to see. Tonight, we took a step towards that by passing a resolution requesting an agreement with Union County to install rectangular rapid flashing beacons at 3 high-priority locations in the 4th and 5th wards along Fayette Ave. Fayette and Seton, the southern portion of West Webster near Route 28, and West Lincoln Avenue. These upgrades will help protect residents, families, and students who walk these areas every day. There's one final virtual public meeting before the county finalizes its plans, Tuesday, December 9th, from 6:30 to 8 p.m. You can register at bit.ly/union-meeting. I really encourage residents to take your part. Your feedback directly impacts what comes to Roselle Park. Last week, I attended the New Jersey State League of Municipalities Conference, one of the largest municipal gatherings in the country. This year's sessions touched on everything from AI to the nation's 250th anniversary, arts and culture, public safety, infrastructure, resilience, and new state and federal grant opportunities. I had productive conversations with specialists and came back with resources that can help us strengthen our planning and funding efforts here at home. On the topic of arts, culture, and community building, I want to take a moment to honor someone who profoundly shaped Roselle Park and had a personal impact on me, Al Wolkoff. I wasn't just a volunteer, he was a visionary. For more than 30 years, he poured his creativity and generosity for this community into everything he touched. He had a way of bringing people together and making people feel valued. I met Al at the community garden, and right away, his enthusiasm stood out. A lifelong Roselle Park resident and proud RPHS graduate, Al went to Kane College, where he helped transform the school's radio station into a true broadcast operation, even bringing legends like Les Paul, George Benson, Todd Rundgren, and a young Bruce Springsteen to campus. Al's love for the arts led him to create programs for children such as Picture Person, collaborate on cultural projects during the World Cup, and help organize major music festivals. And perhaps his most lasting impact is the rail trail movement that he championed. Through Union County Connects, he fought to turn old rail corridors into safe, green, connected public spaces, including the in-progress Rahway Valley Rail Trail through the 5th Ward. His vision will keep shaping this region for generations. When I proposed the Route 28 mural honoring our rail history, he was one of the first people to support it, and he helped make it happen. But that's who he was. Someone who saw potential everywhere and in everybody and helped bring their ideas to life. In his honor, I hope we could advance the idea of an Al Walkoff Memorial Trail, something that truly reflects his legacy. He'll be deeply missed, and my condolences to his friends and family. Finally, with Thanksgiving just days away, I want to take a moment to remind us to look out for one another, especially those who faced tragedy this year. Our neighbors in Roselle experienced a devastating 5-alarm fire last week that displaced 33 people, including children. I want to thank all first responders for their courage and cooperation. If you're able to help, please reach out to Mayor Shaw, Councilwoman Wilkerson, or Councilman Bernier in Roselle as they're coordinating donations and support. Here at home, I want to wish all of Roselle Park a wonderful Thanksgiving. May the season bring us together. That concludes my report for this evening. As always, I can be reached at jrubine@rosellepark.net, 862-236-0019. Roselle Park, have a very happy, very blessed Thanksgiving.
Thank you, Councilman. I will keep it short. Have a good Thanksgiving. Okay, may I have a motion to open the public portion on any subject?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Wish to come speak, may do so now.
Hello, good evening. You're supposed to say my name and address,
Name
right?
and address,
Okay.
yep. Mhm.
James Matthews at 608 Faytoot Ave. I just wanted to ask, as a newcomer to Roselle Park, looking at the minutes and everything, so I was wondering if someone can explain just briefly what the rationale is for these like vast differences in the salaries between, like I'm looking at the elected officials, I'm seeing 5,000, 10,000, and I'm looking at the police chief and seeing 165,000, something like that. So I think I'm missing something about how the appointments work or something. So
Are you
someone
saying,
can speak to that?
are you saying we should get paid more?
I think I've thought about that. I think that might be a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, I would just say historically, Andrew, if you want to kind of filter in, we're part-time mayor and council, right? Roselle Park's a small municipality. I'd actually say, shouldn't say this on the record, but I think we're paid okay for a small town. If you look at comparable towns, there are certain towns that, take $1 per year for council. I will say, historically, part of the reason why we're paid at all is because we didn't have a business administrator, so everybody kind of was all hands on deck. Now we have a business administrator who's leaving us. But long story short, especially in small towns like Roselle Park, are you from Jersey originally?
No, from Virginia.
Okay, yeah. So New Jersey has this thing. It's called boroughitis. So it's there's like 526 municipalities, and they're all like kind of small. 564. Yep. Okay. Wow. Yeah. So a lot of times, like you'll see a bigger town, like 30K and above, usually has like a full-time mayor, like a real mayor salary. But beyond lower than that, it usually is a part-time kind of stipend.
Okay.
Does that answer your question?
Yeah, thank you.
But thank you for saying we should get paid more. We don't get that often. So let's put that in the budget next year while I'm gone.
Good evening, Bill Crossett, 412 Galloping Hill Road. I'm a little late because I couldn't get back to the last meeting, but whoever put the plan together for Halloween did one heck of a great job. No parking on Galloping Hill for the whole length. Traffic moved all night. Myself and two of my neighbors, every year we sit out front, and this is the first year that it was enjoyable. We didn't see people almost getting run over. And patrol cars. We've never seen patrol cars before. All Roselle Park, no Elizabeth on the other side of the street. Everything was ours. Friends of ours came back over from Bender, said police presence was more than they'd ever seen, and they witnessed some of the officers just working with the kids to have a great Halloween. Where the commendations need to go is the crossing guards at Galloping Hill and Lincoln. It was okay until it got dark.
Yep.
And once it got dark, we cringed a few times as we watched cars deciding not to stop when they were out there with their stop signs. But overall, we thanked the town or whoever put this plan together because it really did work.
Cool.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Hello, Karn Patel, 205 West Colfax.
Yep.
So I'm not sure when they put up utility poles in front of the houses in West Colfax, and I think they added some wires or something. At some point, I think during the summer, a wire was taken from the utility pole and connected to the right side of our house, which wasn't there before, and it's hanging about like 6.5 feet over the grass.
Okay.
Right, like it's like a volleyball net, sort of, and I think it's probably a little dangerous.
Okay. What's your address?
205 West Colfax.
Can we reach out to Okay, we'll reach out to PSE&G.
Okay, and then I was wondering if, because there's 2 poles now. Before there was just one, now there are 2. I was wondering if at any point they're just gonna put them back to just one pole. They are. Do you know?
So most more than likely, so is the low hanging line on the smaller pole?
Yeah.
It's
yes.
a telecom line. So the power lines, if it gives you any solace, the power lines are on the bigger poles. PSE&G did the project, but when they do these types of projects or when they replace any pole, everything has to get moved. And notoriously, the last ones to do it are Verizon or Comcast. So I will take a look at your address. I'll send it tonight over to Verizon and Comcast, and they will fix that problem, but they'll be the ones that do the final switch, and then the pole will get removed. But it's all along the corridor, all the way from Market Street in Kenilworth, all the way down to Locust Street, and then down Locust Street. They all have double woods, which is what we call them, double woods. Ultimately, they'll all get removed.
And those double woods are one of my pet peeves that I cannot stand. I just wanted to say that for the record. Thank you for mentioning that.
I'm glad people are thinking about it, because I remember when the 2 poles came up. It was a bit of a shock, because it was.
It's ugly. Yeah.
Especially right in front of the high school. I thought it didn't look great.
I'm working on it.
I did want to set, because it's the mayor's last day.
Second.
Or
I got one more meeting.
Last few or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
I come back from Tennessee at some point a couple years ago, and I remember seeing the buildings gone, like the whatever that factory was up and down the road, and the unused car lot.
Yep.
And before it looked sort of like a little bit like Detroit, So now it feels a little more vibrant. It was. The amount of apartments was a shock, honestly,
Right.
but I think it was better than that. So, and I appreciate that. And also, I think the town feels a little more vibrant now.
Yep.
There's always something going on. A lot of the Indian people I know really appreciate the gutterba or the dance that they have in the middle of October. So,
Cool.
I appreciate all that.
My dancing's not getting better each event, but
We try.
Well, I really appreciate that a lot.
awesome.
Two more things. One a little more serious. One pretty lighthearted.
Yeah.
One was so a person that I know recently. They live in the apartments in Sunrise.
Okay.
And they got a ticket in the mail for having they said a bed in the living room. So their situation I'll tell first. It's basically like
I saw it on Reddit.
sort of like an Indian style thing,
Yeah.
where you can sit flat on it and then you can put some cushions in the back.
Yep.
But it's sort of the size of a twin size bed.
Yep.
And so they got a ticket for that. They couldn't. I thought, okay, well, it looks like a traffic ticket. You could pay it online. You can't pay it online, so you have to miss a day of work to go to court or Zoom or whatever to pay it.
Yep.
So that was a bit annoying. And then we go on and they say it's a fire hazard.
Yep.
And it's the size of a couch. I mean, it's about as much of a fire hazard as a couch is.
Yep.
I thought it was a state of New Jersey thing. I guess it might be a Roselle Park thing. I'm not quite sure what it is.
Yeah, unfortunately, the construction department's not here right now. I mean, I would say that in general, and unfortunately, you're out of time, but we can talk afterwards if you like. It's to prevent overcrowding, right? So the long story short is the proxy that a lot of these rules predate me, right? But the proxy that folks use to make sure that, in the case of a fire, right, there aren't too many people living in a residency, right? Because it can get pretty hairy if you have a bunch of one-bedroom apartments and there's 7 people living there, everybody escaping fire at the same time, which sadly happened actually. No, thank God nobody died, but happened on Jerome Street. So I think that's the intent. I would say there are obviously one-offs and certain nuanced situations. You do have to have a court date to that. But, I would say we have a pretty good judge here who's pretty understanding and flexible. So I would encourage them to come to their court date and explain that.
I'll just finish off.
Sure.
There were about 3 or 4 people, and they all had a similar thing. It was like the bed or whatever was probably the size of a couch.
Yeah.
So I don't, that was it. Kind of shocked me that that would happen. Someone would come and they would ticket you for having like a piece of furniture in your living room.
Yeah.
It was like a small thing. So
it's a wonky one, but again, the intent is, and I don't know, Kanjan, if you wanted to add something, the intent is to prevent overcrowding. Long story short.
Yeah, I think that's it's mainly because of the. I reached out to Rich. It's basically.
Rich is our construction officer.
Yeah, it's mainly it's for the 3 or 4 family houses that we have. It also depends on it's a New Jersey law depending on the size of the living room and also the windows. With it, Jerome doesn't Surrounders Village Apartments. They don't have that same issue, but we're taking a look at it. I reached out to Rich to see if we could make changes to the ordinance to reflect that.
okay, great. All right, I appreciate that.
Thank
I'm out of time.
Yeah, unfortunately, but you can tell us next time whatever good joke you had. Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Appreciate it. Okay.
George Ramirez, 500 East Clay. First of all, I wanted to congratulate Kanjan for winning councilman. And also my condolences to Spagnoletti. He helped put that wooden thing together along with Raguccio, and he made me send some of the letters on there. But quick thing, so we used to do the fire department Santa thing,
Okay.
and that stopped, I believe, because of COVID.
I think it still happened during COVID, but anyway.
Anyway, it's not being done now, so I'm trying to see if I could put something together real quick.
Mhm.
Would it be possible to get a fire truck to like follow me or somebody in a car and
I think for
Start
insurance
delivering
purposes that
presents?
might be tough, but I don't know. I mean, what I would say is, did Steve Thompson's the fire chief? Either volunteers, right? So it's hard for me to just say like, yeah, go do it. If you do me a favor, shoot me an email.
Okay.
And I'll forward it over to the police chief or fire chief and see what we can do.
even the police chief, I mean, get something with like lights or something, the kids would love it.
Just shoot me over an email and I'll have either the police chief or the fire chief reach out to you.
All right,
Cool.
sounds good. All right, cool.
Yep.
Thank you.
No worries. Even though you didn't tell me congratulations on my win.
Miss you. So.
Yeah, he's too upset to say it. He's too upset to see me go. Anybody else? No? You guys are just hanging out? You want to come say hi to your neighbor? All right, I got it. I don't know. I should have let it go.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Jason Capola, 511 Sherman. I just brought thank you for having the council meeting. I brought my boys, they're Boy Scouts, and they're fulfilling a merit badge for attending a meeting. But the only thing is you guys are too agreeable. They had to talk about a debate where people were taking opposite sides, and then they had to talk about which side they agreed with, but you guys agreed on everything, so I'm not.
The weed stuff? Come on. That was a 3-3 vote. I had to
the
break a
only-
tie.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You got one.
That's what they were saying they were going to.
If you want us to fight before we leave, we'll do it. I would like more apartments. Just kidding. It's just a joke. It's a joke, everybody.
That's what they wrote
Thank
down.
you. Yeah.
Get George back up.
You should have came to any of the 20 other meetings we had this year.
This was a nice one.
Thanks, guys. Happy Thanksgiving.
That's so cool.
Okay, I think that's it. I think we're out of people. So may I have a motion to close the public portion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
May I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.